Are we live? Hello, 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 hello. Let me just get on that there YouTube one here. How are we all doing? Let me just get set. You watching? Hello, people. I'm just getting my chat up and going. There we go. Hello, everybody. Right. Vaper Expo is finished for the time being until October. I've got to turn my sound off. I hope you're all well. I just thought I'd go live. Hello, Michael. Hope you're well, buddy. Expo talk without my mate Michael for the first time in a few. Hello, Tracy. Yeah, just thought I'd come live and give my views on Expo and have a little chat about some Facebook groups and things. And the whole Expo thing is tied in with the Facebook group thing that's been going on that I found out at the weekend, which was nuts. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, Expo. How was it for everybody else? Anyone on in watching was there? I was down for the Sunday. I had personal commitments Friday night, so couldn't get down. Saw a lot of feeds on Saturday. Obviously, I was there the Sunday, and yeah, it was quiet. Not a great deal of footfall, but that's not. People are moaning all over the group. People are moaning. Too many pods, too many this, too many that. Pods. Robin, hello, buddy. Hope you're well. Yeah, pods. I'm getting distracted. Why? Everyone's saying way too many pod systems. Do you not think for 1 second why there's so many pod systems at Expo? There was so many pods there because that's the easiest way to get the smokers onto vaping. It's clean. It's not messy. It's not for your experienced vapor as such. Too many drama causes. Well, I'll get onto that. I'll get onto that bit. I'm building up. I'm building up to the drama section. And there's going to be a rant as well in that drama section because some things need to be said. Yeah, the pods. Yes, there was a lot of pods there. There was a hell of a lot of pods there. Like I said, that's how smokers are switching now. They're not starting with like your Endura T18s, T22 kits. They're starting on pods. And pods are very simplistic. They work because they do deliver a nicotine hit and a half when you use them correctly. And yeah, and people saying it was all about pods. Immortal was there, Rogue was there, Overpowered was there, AV was there, Purge was there, Deathwish was there, Nameless was there, Morning Star was there, Half Moon Mods was there. Some massive names. It wasn't just about the pods. You just had to go and mingle and talk to people. And yeah, Smock, Asmodus, uh, Inikin, Aspire. Don't get me on about Aspire, but we'll see where that goes. There was the big names there, so I don't really get why everyone's bitching and moaning about pods. You switch to a cartomizer. Good, as long as at the end of the day, right. I took my wife to Expo this time around. It's her first Expo. She is a vapor, but she vapes purely and sees it purely as a means of not smoking. That's how new vapors and the vast majority of vapors in the whole country, that's how they will see vaping. It's a form of smoking cessation. Yes, there's a lot of us that see it as a hobby and dripping and mechs and everything else. It's more than just a smoking cessation to us. But to the vast amount of people out there, the mass, probably population of vapors, it is literally a means to get off the stinkies. Not like us, and not like so many other people. It's that's why there's so many pods. That is the mass market product, and that's what's going to get people on the gateways to moving up into different styles of vaping. That's why there's so many pods at Expo. It's no good people going in all the Facebook groups moaning and groaning that there was so many pods. That's why. You got to look at the bigger picture, people. We really have. I can't knock the Inican. The Inican start kits, the T18, T22, T22Es, Rob, superb bits of kit. But now pods, I mean, the Vape pods are in garages. They're in the corner shop. There's the blue ones. They're in all the corner shops. It's what people are starting to switch with. And to be honest, yeah, a lot of them are owned by big tobacco. Blah 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 blah. It bothered me. But if it's getting them off the stinkies and onto a vape, even if it's a pod that's made by the same company that sells the stinkies, it's getting them off the stinkies and into vaping. It's a gateway into moving up in the vaping. Big boy builds. You know, Shane. I'm all for how many pods. I am, Shane. Some of them were fascinating little bits of kit. There was some really, really cool looking little pod systems there. Really cool. And they deliver the nicotine. That's what it's all about. They give you that nicotine rush. They give you that hit that you need. And that for the smokers is perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's just everyone's so many bitchy comments about Expo being a pod spo and CBD spo. CBD is massive and it's going to stay massive. And if anything else, it'll just get bigger. Yes, they had the whole CBD Expo separately a month before this weekend just gone. But it's part of vaping. There's going to be CBD stands. A lot of vapers vape CBD. I know many. I do on occasions. It's all right. People saying all these pods and all these CBD stands. It's how things are evolving. It's how people are getting drawn into vaping, and we shouldn't moan in the communities on the Facebook and in the groups, and we shouldn't be moaning about that. Them companies are investing and coming into vaping, even if they are the cigarette companies. At that level, it doesn't overly worry me. There's things that do worry me with big tobacco, but this isn't about that. This is about the Expo and the moaning about the pods. And then we'll go on to the other things. What we got? Shane, I use a hell of a lot of CBD, and I use it in a pod. There we go. The two are intrinsically linked. The CBD users and pod users and the smokers coming from the stinkies to the vapes, they're everywhere, the pods. They're in every shop. No matter, go in my court around the corner here. And there's Vape in there. And there's Blue in there. There's dinner ladies in there. But people aren't going, oh, God, dinner ladies. No, people still love dinner ladies. Tomac, just not happy about some vape reviewers and their hangers-on being up their own backsides. Ooh. Tomac, explain. Vape reviewers and their hangers-on being up their own backsides. I mean, it's a bad word. That's not like me. Please do divulge more. If you had to drip all the time, I'd be back on those things in no time. Dodgy hands. Yeah, exactly. Horses for courses. You won't say names. Okay. Fair enough, Tomac. It's not. I'm not here to slag. I'm not here to cause drama on that front. The drama's going to come. Believe me, the drama's going to come. But it's not on the pods and reviewer side. All love and peace, as far as I'm concerned. I didn't see any drama with reviewers or hangers on on the Sunday. That's for sure. I had my friends around me, a couple and the wife, and things. I met a lot of people, a hell of a lot of people on the Sunday. A lot of people that I haven't met yet. I met Oggy from Morning Star, which was superb. I unfortunately missed Ariel from Immortal again. You had to get your flight back. There were so many people there. Lindsay, the owner of AV, was there. There were so many people there. If you got out there and got looking at a dripper, a mech, users level, things were there. You just had to go looking for them, and they was there. All the big players, mechanical wise, were represented at Vape Expo. The Superior Vaper stand with Purge, I've never seen them bring that many Purge to an expo. Steve, yeah, Zippy. Yes, mate, I know you enjoyed it. I know you enjoyed it, Zippy. It was a good. I mean, I only got down for the day. But I met Zippy, I saw Andy Bohane, who's in my vape godfather, if you like. I met Maxim from Death Wish Mods. Thank you very much. Review coming, Death Trap 2. Loving it. But yeah, Expo, it was quiet. The footfall was quiet. Saturday seemed busier from what I saw to the Sunday when I was on there. But there was much bigger issues going on. When I get in Expo, I walk in, pretty much stand still, have a look, get my bearings, and I just go wandering off. I go wandering round. I wander round and round, and I go to the juice companies first, go around, say hello to the juice companies. First two juice companies I went to, asked them how it's gone and things like that. And the first two started moaning about Facebook groups. Now, this is my big thing with this live tonight. Juice company after juice company after juice company saying that Facebook groups where the admins and owners had been in on business to business day, had been in on a Saturday, and they had battered the juice companies, making some stupid demands on them. Excuse me, I'm just going to get a drink. Absolutely ridiculous demands just to get a sponsorship with a group that's got a couple of thousand. I mean, there was some of the things I got told, there was groups with 300, 400 members in them, and they're demanding multiple full ranges of juice for a sponsorship. All the vendors of the juice companies that I spoke to, I went around every juice company that was at Expo just to talk to them. I picked up one bottle of juice to review, and that was this one from Ice Cream King. I was talking to him earlier. That is the only juice review I picked up at Expo because the vendors were so down and, to be honest, pissed off. Really pissed off because these admins and group owners had gone round Expo making stupid demands of these juice companies. Demanding one. I'm not going to name vendors' names. One vendor told me that this group with a few thousand members, I thought it was a reputable group, a few thousand members, and they demanded up to about £600 worth of liquids for his sponsorship, just so he could advertise his juice. And I think this all ties in with the atmosphere of Expo, because a lot of the time it's not your big name companies, your high end stuff that creates the atmosphere. It's the little juice stands. The little juice stands that get the vibes going and getting people in. Come and taste this. Come and have this. Here's a 10ml bottle. Have a go. Spin this. Win that. They was all pissed off. Absolutely pissed off and down. And it, I've never seen so many juice vendors tell me the same stories about Facebook groups just absolutely battering them. And that's people that are going to be watching this, and it's going to be groups that I share this to that are doing this. You're killing Expo. And not just that, you're creating so much animosity within the community by making such ridiculous demands. It's just got to stop. It's so out of order. Sorry, I'm a breather. More vaping, more mainstream. I can give you the numbers, Tomac. 3.2 million currently apparently vaping in the UK, but that still leaves 8.4 million smokers. So is it mainstream? I don't know. I think a lot of people are getting disenchanted with the expos because it's just team free shit. And the stage, I mean, even the stage area with all the pigeons around the stage where they're throwing off the bottles. That wasn't anything like I've seen it before. The first expo I went to 3 years ago, it was 30 and 40 deep. The crowd around the stage, it was rammed. 5 people deep, if that, yesterday, around the stage. Yes, Neil, I completely agree. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Demanding £600 worth. This juice company's got a big, big range. And this group owner, admin, had demanded 3 bottles of each juice. The range was like 60 juices. He had 60 juices within the range, and they wanted 3 of each. Just crazy. That's why all the juice vendors were so down. And like I said, they were paid off. And I think it's rightly so. You can't, you're going to kill stuff. And every Tom, Dick, and Harry started up a Facebook group. There must be 300 vaping Facebook groups, at least. Yes, Robin's group is cracking. Robin, I will drop that your group in the comments when I put this together and put it on later. Yeah. So here was a question: did everyone get their fags for free? No, exactly, Tomat. Exactly. No. No, they didn't. It's just, I just on a little juice company to be demanding that kind of volume of juice is crazy. Sorry, I'm just looking at the messages, comments. Northern Vaper. One of the reasons I will not go to Expo is the people all over wanting free shit. Exactly. I cannot be with that. All the vids I've just seen look stupid. Yep, totally agree with you, Northern Vaper. I mean, yes, I review. Yes, I get things for free. But I have an audience. I don't care what anyone says, I've got an audience. My page is growing great. And I've got you guys. These people that own these groups are just, they're admin. Yes, they stick the logo up and they'll run a competition for them. They shouldn't be demanding this kind of free stuff. It's crazy. It's just, like I said, nearly every juice vendor I spoke to was just down in the dumps because they've just been battered on the Friday and Saturday by Facebook groups asking for this and asking for that. And you can stick your little logo on my banner and things like that. Yes, I've got a group, and I've had my group longer than I've reviewed. I've had my group for, it must be 3 years now, 3.5 years. I've never made demands from my sponsors. I'd never go and ask them, give some juice. Let's do a giveaway. Let's give me some juice. They come to me. You don't go pestering juice companies, even hardware companies for stuff. You just don't do it. It's just so wrong. I'd really like to go out on a limb and name the main name that repeatedly came up with this group, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. People that was with me and went round with me will know who that is. But I'm not going to name groups. I'm not going to do that. It's just they know. They know who they are, and they've got to stop. Yes, it was a quiet expo. May expos are generally more quiet, I find, than the October expo. Yes, there was less vendors, but it's a very, very competitive market. An expo isn't a cheap place to put a stand up. If someone wants to send you stuff because of what you do, doing great, but going out begging for it is shocking. Yeah, exactly, Northern Vaper. You've just banged that nail on the head there, brother. Completely have. CJ, good to hear from you, CJ. Shane, yeah, I'll speak to you later, buddy, or tomorrow. I've got a lot on tonight. CJ, don't need to justify what you're doing, mate. Everyone thinks about free stuff. It's crazy and very annoying. Keep up the good work. Thank you, CJ. CJ James. It's yeah. There was one group that got named by about 10, 11 different juice companies that are basically taking the piss. They're really taking the piss. I hate swearing, but they are taking the piss. They're really taking the piss. And it's not a massive group. They've got a few thousand members, but it's not massive. It's yeah. And the thing that I liked about this expo was that you could actually get round easy. I mean, you get around easier. There was less people and there was less things, but that's not necessarily a good thing. But it just felt roomier with the less stands in there. I know that's not a good thing for the paying people that went to go to Expo to see loads of stalls and stands rammed in. But it to me the atmosphere was flat, but it was very jovial in the main. There was a few issues. Uh, some of the scuffles and things I'm not going to go into because that's apparently all been sorted out and things. Another thing that's really, really been bad this expo, and people out there that could well watch this will know the people that's done this, is the stealing. Now, I'm not talking about the guy that stole from Evolution who got caught with a CCTV. I'm talking about the ones that have stolen people's mechs and mods off stands when they're talking to them. Young Callum at Wicked Diction had his Rogue stolen. Danny Cush Holloway had a Nameless stolen. There was things stolen on the Saturday. People out there will know who's got them. Do the right thing. We're supposed to be this wonderful vape community. People will know who stole them. There'll be people maybe even watching this. Out of you 18 odd people who are watching this will know who stole them. It's stealing off people. I mean, that's low life scum. We've had one member of the vape community scum on that bloody Rinder thing today. I'm not going to talk about that tool either because he lives down the road from me. But we're just doing too much damage to what when this community pulls together. I mean, everyone knows I'm heavily involved in Mech Nation and RVJ and my group and Time War Clouds and Vaping Views and Subon Magazine. And I'm not going to name them all. I know the groups I'm involved with don't go making demands of sponsors. They don't go demand, give me that, send me that. They don't do it. Tell you one thing though. Donated some money to a reviewer for a new PC for him, then got treated like a social disease, so I was disgusted. Tomac, I know who that is. I'm not going to comment. I actually private message, if it's one I presume it is Vic, I private messaged Vic and said how sorry I was for his loss after that breaking because that's just bang out of order. That's just again, it's a scum, it's thieving. I hate thieves. Thieves are just yeah. But I'm not going to get into that. I've got a nice thing going on a minute. It's nice. Anne Marie, hello. Hope you're well. Hope you're recovering from Expo. I wonder which reviewer that was. Yeah. Shane, behave. But yes, I personally really enjoyed the expo. It was great for me to have my wife along for her first expo. She's seen it. She won't be coming again in October. I don't think she was thoroughly excited as I was about the whole experience. And that could be, I mean, my wife made a good point. She said there's nothing there other than just vaping. She said, why? My wife said, why not make it a bit more other things in there? I mean, Expo started, excuse me, there was fair rides, there was bloody all sorts in there. And a lot of vapors complained about it, so they got rid of them. Maybe we have to go back to something like that. Could we someday do. Don't worry, Anne-Marie. I'm not going anywhere. I'll still be at the rest of the expos. Play nicely in chat, please. But yeah, I think Expo has got to change. The big NEC Expo that's just got. I think it has to change and adapt a little bit. I'm not sure how they're going to do that. Things need to change. I think they need to tighten up business to business day, because that seems to have been really exploited by the Facebook groups, particularly, and people on VIP passes. I know they're paying a lot of money for the VIP passes, but should they really be letting for business to business day? Really? I don't think so. It's a business to business day. It should be kept that way. The expos in Europe, Stuttgart and Paris and Munich and wherever, they don't do that. A lot of the time, some people get in, obviously, some people will get in. It's business to business, though. That's what it should be. It's Expo themselves need to look at things, and it does need to change a little bit. What stands there, I think it's dictated by market demand and what's popular and what's working and what's getting the smokers into vaping. That's the important bit with it. I think a lot of vapors who have vaped for a long while, yeah, they're probably not overly interested in pods. I'm not overly interested in pods, but I see their purpose. They're great with the CBD for the CBD users. They're great for getting people off the stinkies. It's, yeah. People just need to look at the bigger picture before they go running off and moaning about things. Because otherwise, Expo will go. It'll fold. I mean, Vape Jam's dying, but that's been sponsored by Big Tobacco, basically, for the last 2 years, hasn't it? I think. People see that and avoid it. I mean, I know Vape and things like that were at Expo. But I just don't know. 20-ply staple. 20-ply? Jesus, Shane. But yes, to me, Expo was great. I'm a mech head. There was all the big mech companies there. Some I wasn't even expecting to be there with there. And for me personally, I loved it. Like I say, I unfortunately missed Ariel at Immortal, who I'm obviously good friends with and review for. But yeah, horses for courses, folks. We have no Expo in Northern Ireland. It would be great. It'd probably go massive over there as well, Robin. It'd probably go quite huge over there. I know some of the juice companies are heading your way soon as well, aren't they, to over to Northern Ireland to hit the vape shops. Some of the UK ones are very keen, the UK ones. The ones on the mainland are starting to come over, which is great. You see, but we need to support Expo. Expo is important. It's vitally important for the community side of it. We don't need to bitch and moan at it. You just got to look at the bigger picture. Or even all the big red companies were there, really. You had your Smart, you had your Modus, and yeah, stop moaning, people, about what's there. The market dictates what will be there. Review-wise, myself, I'll be reviewing the Death Trap 2. That came in the other day. I've got the new reactor from Morningstar Mods, which I'm giving a little sneak preview to on my group, VVR. I have the new Series Vape mech designed by Il Fernandez of Watofu fame in for a review. And I've got an MTech2 to review. So that's all I picked up. I was shocked at how down so many of the stall holders were and things from Team Free Shit, as people call it. It's got to stop. It really has to stop, because it's going to ruin so much that is great. I mean, Expos used to be fantastic. Everybody would be there. There'd be 6,000-7,000 in there every day. Stop people going business to business. Even the VIPs. Lower the price of the VIPs. Make it for 2 days. Sort out the VIP packages as well, because they was abysmal. Really. for what they're paid. It's, new Series Vape does look nice. Michael, I'm very, very, very pleasantly surprised with the Pathala. One or two issues, which I'll deal with in the review. Hopefully, I'll get that done by the end of this week. Could be into next week because there's things I need to get done first. You got so much, my bank hates me. It was all there. There was so much there. It's just all people saw was pods. You had to get out and, I mean, got to stop moaning about it because they'll just stop doing it. If Expo goes, and yeah. There's been talk for 2 years, Tom. Yeah, I know a few of the Northern Irish lads reviewing. Yeah, it would be good to get some over there. I even looked at some again, trying to, because obviously the Manchester one happened last year, the Vape lifestyle expedition thing, Expo in Manchester. But obviously that's not gone on this year because the footfall there was really bad, really, really bad, which is a shame because I think if the big NEC Expo went that route of getting in more lifestyle things, I think that could work. Because the Manchester Expo, the lifestyle one was great. They had beard guys in there. They had cars you could go see. They had Knight Rider. They had kit there. It's just, yeah, we've got to stop moaning, and these Facebook groups need to stop battering juice companies because juice companies. These weren't little juice companies. I mean, there was little. Some of them were little juice companies. Some of them were quite fresh juice companies. Some were family juice companies. Uh, big companies, your dinner ladies, your nasty juice, Zap, things like that. They can absorb these kind of losses from just giving juice away because they sell the volume. When you're hitting these smaller companies, there's little family juice companies. It's just so wrong. I mean, like I said, the one trying to get 600 quid worth of juice out of one company. It's just wrong. Freebies, fights, and thefts, Neil. Yeah, yeah, and it's getting to people, stalwart juice companies that are there, that are up for awards and things like that, and that sponsor so many companies. They're just getting battered, absolutely battered by these stupid, ridiculous demands from these people that have got Facebook groups. I won't mind. There's groups that got 15,000 in it. I'd say there's a maximum of about 40 that are active. All the rest just sitting there waiting for a giveaway. So people advertising in there and sponsoring these groups and not getting a return. I dread to think how much some of these juice companies actually give these groups after hearing some of these stories at Expo. And they've just got to stop it. Just got to stop it. And the thefts, like I say, someone out there will know who's got them mechs. The ones that went on Sunday was crazy. And obviously, there's the guy who got caught stealing from Evolution and went back the next day and gave them back. He's lost. His Facebook group's gone. His whole admin team's gone. He's been banned from virtually every group. I hope it was worth it, mate. I really hope it was worth it. The main stage, yeah. They need to rethink the throwing of juice into the crowds. I mean, I didn't see any get injured yesterday, but last year I saw some of it was ridiculous. There was big blokes like me knocking ladies and people over to get a 10 ml bottle of juice, for God's sake. Excuse me. It's do giveaways. Don't do the main stage of throwing it out. Just let the juice companies that want to do it give a 10 ml, give a 10 ml. But go try the bloody juice before you get the 10 ml. Go interact with the juice companies. Go find out their story. Don't just go slinging it. It's like they're feeding the pigeons off the stage. They're all going around the floor trying to get it all. It's crazy. Have a main stage, but have it just for a DJ to play some music. And also, stop all the stands playing the music as well. Just have one main thing playing one music, one station, I wanted to say, one CD. Just have one big speaker system for the music. Because then you can talk a lot easier with your friends. You're going from stall to stall and they've all got a stereo in it. It's supposed to be a community. It's supposed to be a social event. The only way you could talk on Sunday was by going in the cafe and having a cup of tea without getting into people's ears. That's another that bugged me a bit again. It's a social community event. People go, yeah, shame. Well, the first one I went to, which was 3 years ago, I went in that crowd. I did it once for 15 minutes. I ain't doing it. It was, yeah. I saw a woman got knocked over and cracked her head on a speaker and she had blood pouring out of her head. This was 3 years ago, mind. Yeah, it should, yeah, exactly, Neil. It should be a community social event. Yeah, what's this one? Show. None of moderators, excuse me. Team Free Shoot Hunters drive me nuts. They then try and sell it on all the groups. Yeah, well, a lot of groups have said if you're seen trying to sell stuff you've got at Expo, they're banning you and blocking you. And all the groups big on for that because that needs to be done. And hopefully you can keep that going for the next probably few weeks, maybe even a month. Just keep your eye. Everyone that runs a group, keep your eye on what people are selling, especially juice wise, and obviously keep your eye out for them stolen mechs. I think it was a murdered out number 35 from Danny Cush Holloway. The Rogue was a 3 Apache head, I think, or something like that. Number 4. Yeah, I don't know, Shane. I reckon you do quite well. There's a special wheelchair access area now. I noticed they had it all roped off this time. I remember the fights. Yeah, Mike. That first time we went, Michael. Good Lord, that woman on her head on the speaker. I mean, she got a lot of stuff afterwards, but you didn't half crack that speaker when that fella knocked her flying. It's crazy. They need to rethink things. They're throwing stuff off the stage. Crazy. That needs to change. Have a stage for the awards, for making announcements. I mean, the two and compares, Strawberry and John. It's time for them to step down. Do we actually need all that? Getting the crowd whipped up and then getting them all agitated and excited for all the free stuff getting thrown out. I don't know if that needs to be there. And I say, if juice companies want to do giveaway juice, get them interacting with you, get them to your stand, get them trying the juice, and then go, yeah, have a 10ml bottle. Go try it on your own device. That, I think, if my drug Alpha Labs, like an idiot, luckily they had it. I don't do strange for health reasons. It's crazy. I'm a big fella. And when I did it with Michael, Michael's as big as me. He's slightly taller than me. And it was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Rob. Take it easy, mate. Yeah. I'll drop that new group name. It's Rob Cullen down there has started a vape group that's got a support network getting built within it for people with mental health issues. A lot of vapors I know, it's amazing how many people do have mental health issues that are in vaping or vapors. Rob, drop the name of the group if you're still there, mate. Just drop it in the chat. That's fine. If you're still there. It sounds like a great idea. I've told Rob I'll support. Obviously, my professional background away from vaping is nursing care. I'll hang around in there. I'll chat to people as much as I can as well and give Rob the support. It just seems like a really cracking idea. I'm going to try and raise some money on there as well, Rob is, for various mental health charities. I know the Vape Show have done a big thing raising money for Mind, and obviously Brendan from Idle Mods did that as well with the Keith Flint mod. That side of the community is superb, and obviously Rob's doing a specific group. There we go, Mind and Vape, the Vape Pub. Support people with mental health issues that are vapors, because everyone, I know many and talk to many people through social media that have got mental health issues and vape. It'll be a great. I love the premise of the group, and it just seems really, really good. So if anyone wants to go join Mind and Vape, the Vape Hub, Rob Cullen's Lou group, I think it's a great idea. It really is. Yeah. I dare not go to a stage begging for free shit. I'll just buy something. Yeah, exactly. Northern Vapor. See, that's what I think that needs to change. The stage and throwing stuff. If these companies want to give stuff away, pick random people. If it's a mod and someone's coming around and asking you questions, you can generally get a vibe of who's going to buy and who might not afford to buy and things like that. Let the companies use a discretion. Oh, I tell you what, you seem really interested and would really like it. Have one. Fair enough. Juice companies, get them in, get them involved, get them on your stand, get them talking to you, get them trying your juices. And then go, would you like a 10ml bottle? Rather than taking a big box up on the stage and going, yeah, yeah. And people scrapping, those bottles bursting all over yesterday. Broken juice bottles scattered. Yeah, I talked to you, Rob. Yeah. It's mental health is something very, very, very close to my heart, mental health issues. I'll support Rob every way I can with it. And I told you I'd mentioned his company and his group, and we've done that. Mind and Vape. I think it's a superb idea, Rob. Really is. Really is. And I'm going to get off soon because I think I've said what needs to be said. The vape groups that are written all these juice companies for these juices and making ridiculous demands. You've got to stop, people. You've got to stop. The people will just, yeah. And obviously, a lot of people sit in vape groups for the giveaways. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. My vape group's tiny compared to some of these, and a lot of people still don't talk and things like that. It's going to happen. It's just, yeah. Right. I think I've said what I wanted to say. Anyone got any questions? Anyone out of the 20 odd people watching want to say anything? Anyone want to ask me a question? Yeah, I know what you mean, Anne-Marie. I think he'll find that place quite useful. Just allow only sampling at stalls. It costs enough to set those stalls up. Companies should premiere new juices at these expos. A lot of them did, Neil, to be honest with you. A lot of them did have new juices. But it's just the vibe from the vendors, the juice vendors. They was just so down on a Sunday from being battered by groups, Facebook group owners and admins, just battering them. I've never seen so many juice company owners, managers, so down in the dumps from demands from these Facebook groups. I say one in particular that's been really, really hard hit, and making ridiculous demands. Wanting £600 worth of juice just so a company can carry on advertising. When the company themselves have done giveaways in the group, because I've seen them. Thank you, Northern Vaper. Well, Northern Vaper, I'm mainly a mechanical mod user. I fully admit I'm a mech head. I've got a reg in my hand because it's my new one. And I'm testing it still. But my background is I am a student nurse. I qualify in 4 months as a qualified registered nurse. I do a lot of advocacy stuff. There's an advocacy video on my channel which, because I'm writing my nursing dissertation on vaping being a legitimate means of smoking cessation. So there's a lot of content there, but I've got a Facebook page which has a lot more advocacy stuff on, and things like that. Yeah, go check it out, Northern Vaper. Don't believe all the stories about me. I'm not such a bad guy. There's people that do actually like me. But yes, right, I'm going to get off, folks, because it'll be nearing my kids' bedtime and I'm going to go put them to bed. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the comments. If anyone else wants to ask anything, the vaping scene online has changed so much. It's a shame how it's going. Many groups because of drama. Yeah, I totally agree, Anne-Marie. I just like watching vape shows. Helps me keep interested and keeping on vape and not going back to the facts. So great, I will like have a look around. Yeah, please do know vape. I do regular interviews when the work and when people don't have technical issues. I will have a chat show of sorts starting by the end of May. I'm just finalising my panel and finding out who wants to do it with me. I've got a few guys already. If anyone else is interested in joining the panel, come find me, Vaping Vinny page on Facebook, and drop me a message. We'll try to get you involved. I'm also going to bring in some new reviewers because that's something I do behind the scenes, is bringing on new reviewers and help and advice and things like that. There's a few of them I met at Expo. I'm going to bring a couple of them in, I think, at various times on the show, just so they can come and get the faces seen as well, because it's all about helping each other. That's what vaping should be about, in my eyes. It really should be. And yeah, I'm going to go off. Everyone just seems to be chatting with each other in there. So there we go, folks. I've said what I wanted to say. Shane, I'll drop you a message later. Much love and respect, my lovelies. I will be back again, and I'm going to be back. I'm going to be in this recording area, the garage, as people quite clearly know it as, and I'll be doing the review on the Death Trap 2 RDA from Death Wish Mods. That will be getting recorded and hopefully on tomorrow. But that's it. I'm Oski. Thanks for watching. If anyone in there who hasn't subscribed, please do. Please come and check my Facebook page out. That's really booming at the minute, reaching crazy amount of numbers, mainly through my nursing links and things like that, as well as my vaping links. If anyone's not in VVR, that's my little group. You're all welcome to come and join my little group. We've never had dramas. We just chat and show off and show things and wind each other up. Yes, and check out RVJ, check out Mech Nation if you're a mech head. So many groups, good groups are still out there, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm done. Night, folks. Much love and respect. I'm going. Shut this down. See you all soon.